你中意香港啲咩啊？諗到乜嘢就講乜嘢得㗎。
我中意香港啲錢啊，梗係唔使講啦，唉，呢啲最主要㗎啦，係嘛
？Lots of opportunity， 即係點講啦，好多機會啦。
I love the opportunities that there are here for for working, for making, for doing business, for making money. The people, I think, are really starting to understand more about the importance of being friendly. You get in a taxi nowadays, or you're in a shop, and people can be very pleasant to you. 10 years ago, it wasn't like that. I think the Hong Kong people, they're very focused on making a success of themselves, both the locals and the expats.
食嘢啦 ，shopping 啦，買嘢有平或者好高級嘅嘢都有。同埋運輸啦，交通方便啦。
When I was living here, I really enjoyed the fact that I could be living in a huge city that had so much to offer in terms of things to do, great restaurants, great places to go out. But at the same time, you could easily get out into the trails and out on the water by public transportation. It was very, very easy.
香港啊，出門口啊，可以飲茶啊。
咁其實我自己就比較中意香港啲嘢食啦，因為佢啲嘢食比較集中同埋好多種類。
On the way here, Dean and them were asking me whether I liked Chinese food and if I was going to try it, and I said yes.
What about food? Are you going to try any exciting food?
Yeah, I'll try it.
How about some 1,000-year-old eggs?
No.
Any pigeon?
No.
No? Chicken foot?
No.
I thought they were kidding, but we went out to dinner the other night and they definitely weren't kidding, so.
Oh, yeah.
I am not.
You are definitely right in there, baby.
You ordered them. If I'm having one, you're
not going to eat it.
You know, I actually don't. I'm actually allergic to chicken feet.
And
I'm just
You're actually going to eat it?
I really don't like this stuff. All right.
I can't believe you're going to eat that.
Come on, a little relationship solidarity here.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Rice in your bowl, y'all.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken feet.
I'm a vegetarian, so I just go mostly for the vegetables and noodles and things like that.
咁唔中意香港啲咩啊？
因為以前香港啊好啲啊，香港冇啊，因為少少揾社工唔難㗎。
唔中意咧？
中意啊，環境衞生啦，係唔乾淨咯，同埋啲嘢太擠迫啦，香港地太少，人太多啦，太逼。
Hong Kong is a densely populated city. I mean, the colonial government has planned the city in such a way that most of the population located in the cities and in the new town.
It's just dense. Anywhere you want to go, especially on the north side of the island and in Kowloon TST, I would just go crazy. I used to have to sit down and take a time out because I would just get so frustrated.
One of the good things about working so much is that I never realized how crowded Hong Kong was, and I was always really surprised when family or friends came to visit and I'd show them around the city. On a Sunday we'd go into Causeway Bay, and I would just be shocked at how many people were milling around on the streets. You could barely get through.
When I came to Hong Kong, I lived in Stanley Market for both years that I was here, and really felt like I was able to become a part of the community. So we're taking the local route through Stanley right now. We're cutting through the completely random Italian restaurant in the middle of Stanley Market. Watch your head. Now another really narrow shortcut. This is how you avoid all the tourists on the weekends. And I got to know a lot of the shopkeepers and a lot of the locals who lived and worked there. Created a certain relationship that I was really enjoyed. The 18 Buddhas, like the Chinese Robin Hood and the Merry Men. Chinese.
You took this back to U.S. now?
I did. It's coming with me. I took it back to the U.S. What are they doing next door? Yeah, are they opening again? Are they opening again? Somebody else buy it? No. Stanley was really nice too for me because the access to the trails and the ocean and the beach was a great place to get out and explore and play around. And Dean and I used to kayak quite a bit. I think the trails are also really great running trails, lots of hills and scenic areas. We would go climbing areas like Tung Lung and Lion Rock. The activities were pretty endless.
I left Hong Kong about a year and a half ago, and I was working for an investment bank, and it was just a very, very busy lifestyle. I was working about 7 days a week, very long days, and traveling about 3 or 4 days a week. So I was flying to Singapore, Korea, China quite often. And I was enjoying the work, but I was feeling like there were a lot of things that I wanted to do that I just didn't have time to do. And I was also often missing vacation time because we were in the middle of a project or a transaction and just couldn't get away, and my vacations were canceled quite often.
I just start crying.
My family and I had bought a vacation place in Bishop a couple years ago, and I found myself trying to get there more and more often. And finally, I just decided that I wanted to be out there more full time. And at the same time, my company was starting to let people go because the markets were getting very quiet and the markets weren't doing very well. And so I was very fortunate in that they let me go, and I was ready to leave at that time, and decided that I wasn't going to look for another job in Hong Kong, that I was ready to leave.